Hey guys, welcome to another pick a card. My name is Johanna. Welcome to Tenacious Soul. We are going to look at basically for the sign of Aquarius. So I've been doing these each of the seasons. We're entering Aquarius season, or we have entered Aquarius season. And so these have kind of been the ways I'm doing bonus readings. So you can have Aquarius kind of anywhere in your chart. If you resonate with Aquarius energy, as well as if you resonate with any other signs, you can check my channel for additional ones if you haven't already. So we are going to get some general messages, kind of see what comes out. I've pre-pulled the cards, and we have 3 piles here for today's reading. So we have pile number 1, Aquarians, with this amethyst crystal. It's a big triangle one. We have pile number 2 with this smoky quartz crystal here. And then we have pile number 3 with this apophyllite, I think is how you pronounce it. I might be pronouncing it wrong. I'm doing it off of memory. But this is pile 3. So take your time to intuitively choose, Aquarius, which pile you feel the most drawn to. Timestamps will be down below for you. So whenever you're ready, you can hop to your reading. Hi, pile number 1, Aquarians, welcome. We are going to take a look at your message. You would have chose this amethyst crystal for your reading. So let's see what is going on. I'm just going to kind of tuck that off to the side a little more. So we're going to go through some oracles first. There's also tarot in here as well. So let's see. We have a time to give rather than to take with new moon in Virgo. So some of you may also have Virgo in your chart. We also have the Horseman, Herald of Change, number 30. And we have the Falling Angel, number 19, Spiritual Narcolepsy. Okay. So some of you are kind of like waking up to something that needs to shift. I feel like with this new moon in Virgo, this a time to give rather than to take, it's like there's been an imbalance in something in your life that's like, it feels like you're either giving or you're not getting enough kind of thing, or you're giving too much, that sort of thing. And so you may be looking at making some sort of change. I feel like this spiritual narcolepsy is like you're waking up to this, like you're kind of, maybe there's been a change that has happened that has woken you up to this, but there's something that is almost indicating that something needs to be kind of rebalanced here. And so this could be with other people, or this could just be even, for example, like if you have a job, you don't feel like it's paying you enough, or you don't feel like you're being reciprocated or being given what you deserve in a situation, however that kind of falls into place. It could be something that it almost feels like you've been putting up with for a while, and maybe at one point you didn't really think there was anything wrong with it, but there's something that's popping up here now where you're like, no, this isn't the way things should be. I don't feel appreciated, and something needs to change. And so with this Horseman, it reminds me of a knight energy. So there could definitely be action that you're thinking of taking, or action that you will be taking to make some sort of change here after you've kind of had this realization, depending on kind of where you are with that journey, right? Some of you might still maybe you haven't fully woken up to this, or maybe you don't know what to do or how to make that change yet, but I feel like you're going to be figuring that out here. Let's get the tarot here first. I have some other oracles, but so we have the Chariot here. We also have the High Priestess. I think you guys got a bunch of cards here. We got the Magician. We have the 9 of Wands, the Queen of Cups, and the Queen of Swords. Okay. So definitely I feel there is like a person or people, again, it's like you're kind of at odds, like these two, the way they were put down, they're facing opposite directions. And so there's almost like this is like maybe working together, right? But this way it's like they're both focused on their own things. It feels as though there's also been, like there's some sort of block here. There's some sort of obstacle And as well with the Nine of Wands, like because this can be a guarded energy, the Nine of Wands, but it can also kind of be this sense of working really, really hard and potentially hitting almost like a burnout type of situation. I feel like you've been trying to push forward and really persevere to create things in your life. And you definitely could be looking at creating a change here, manifesting a change in your situation. But I do almost feel like there's like an obstacle here with the Chariot that is you're needing to kind of overcome. So there's like some sort of resistance here when it comes to dealing with this situation. But with a Chariot would indicate that you do have it under control, and this is something that you can manage here. So it's not outside of your realm of capabilities, basically. I almost feel too, there could be a sense of like a power struggle with you and another person, or like it's almost like a sense of if you work with this person, or there's a sense of a relationship even here, like whatever kind of dynamic it is, it's almost like there's a sense of you don't maybe feel like you have the freedom to express yourself fully, or you don't have the freedom to do what you want to do. And so there's kind of this power struggle because you want the freedom, but this person's trying to kind of like keep you under wraps a little bit. And you might feel like you're working really hard with no real result. Like you've been pouring a lot of your time, your energy and effort into things, and you're not getting what you deserve out of the situation, whatever that is, whether that's emotions or whether that's finances or, just respect, right? Like there's something here around the balance being off. And with the High Priestess and the Magician, it's like, I feel like whatever or whoever you're dealing with, you're both very strong and both very powerful, but it's almost like it's clashing. It's creating resistance, and you definitely, you're an Aquarius energy, so there's that sense of wanting that freedom for yourself while working in a group of people, right? So wanting that individuality. So I almost feel like there is some sort of resistance here between you and an entity, whether that's a person or just a situation that you feel like you're not being able to fully embrace your power or fully express yourself. And so you definitely could be, especially if you've poured a lot of energy with this Queen of Cups facing the Nine of Wands, it's like you could have poured a lot of energy and emotion and effort into this situation, and I almost feel like you could be turning your back on that. So some of you could literally be moving or like walking away from this situation or changing the direction that you're moving in because you're waking up to the fact that this isn't supporting you the way that you need to be supported. So we have message of concern. We also have house, and we have the mountains here. So the mountains is also indicating like the obstacles. Okay. Again, I feel like you may want to it's like maybe you're going to have a conversation with this message of concern of like, hey, this is not working for me, right? Having a conversation with this individual or this situation, or like really kind of you expressing what you aren't feeling is working for you, what needs to maybe change, and then trying to figure out a solution to that. There could be a house involved here, but I also feel like this is like your stability, okay? And needing to feel supported as well. So you might, again, just not feel supported, not feel like you are fully being respected in your situation here. And I do feel like this is a challenge that you're going to have to kind of overcome here. And it's a matter of like whether you both can get on the same page, or both parties here, you and whatever this is, are going to be able to work this out, or is it something that you actually need to like walk away from because it's just no longer serving you and what you need. And so this might be a challenging situation here that you're kind of like finding yourself in. I just feel like it's maybe, again, it's within your control, it's within your capability, but I almost feel like, I don't know, maybe it's like a newer experience, or you haven't experienced this before, and so it's a new experience in the sense that that makes it an obstacle, if that makes any sense. I'm trying to like put that into words, but it's when you like do things and it's it's challenging or it's uncomfortable just because you've never had to do it before. You never maybe had to say things like that before, or you're trying to come across in a very respectful way, while also getting your point across and not, you know, backing down. So it could be kind of like that type of energy. But ultimately, I feel like for a lot of you as well, you're also waking up to your potential. You're waking up to your power and maybe how good you are at something. And again, that is, you're almost realizing like, I'm not being utilized the way that I should be utilized. I'm not receiving what I should be receiving with how good I am at X, Y, and Z, right? So there's something about that. Now, if it's a relationship, it could be the same thing. Like it's just not, it's not balanced. It's not, someone's not valuing you, or there's a lack of balanced reciprocation in the sense of how you feel. And you've been feeling like probably you've been pouring a lot of energy into this and you're maybe not getting that. And so you may have a conversation, because this house from a relationship standpoint is making me think that maybe you live with this person, or again, it's just the foundation of the relationship and talking about that with this person and having to figure out, are we going to be able to overcome this, or what are we going to do to solve this, if anything, kind of thing, right? So let's get a final affirmation card here for you. Pile 1 Aquarians. Hopefully that resonated. If not, you can check out your other piles. Okay. So we have, these cards are really big. We have learning to love myself. I choose to see the beauty in me. My wealth lies in my nature and potential. I transform my weaknesses into strengths. I realize that I'm a being of light and I allow myself to shine. Yeah, literally you being utilized and maybe realizing that you've been undervalued, or you've been not being respected for what you bring to the table in whatever context this is in. And I think you're starting to realize that, again, it's something that maybe has been asleep within you, and you're starting to realize this. It's starting to come to your awareness that something needs to change, because this isn't the way that you want things to kind of like be going here. So that is what I have for you, pile 1. Hopefully that resonates. Let me know down below. If not, you can check out any of the piles or just any of the Aquarian reads that I have on my channel. But I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching, liking, subscribing, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. Hi, pile number 2. Welcome. If you chose this pile, you chose this smoky quartz crystal. It's going to be your reading for pile 2 Aquarians. So we're going to go through some oracles here first. You didn't get as many as some of the like the other piles, but let's see where we go nonetheless. So we have adjustments are required, 3rd quarter moon. Ooh, and we have the wall with obstacles. Okay, interesting. The colors are very similar here in these 2 cards. Actually, my nails even match. Okay, so I feel like it's interesting what's coming through here with these colors is like kind of 3rd eye crown energy, obviously with the purple and kind of that bluish color. I do feel like, and it's interesting, 56 breaks down to an 11, which would be a master number. So I feel like there's an obstacle, obviously, that you're facing here, and you, like, something's got to shift. I almost feel like the words that are coming to my head are like banging your head against a wall. So you could be feeling like you've just like, you keep pushing or you keep trying to overcome this obstacle, but it's like you literally just keep banging your head against the wall, like it's not working. Okay, so maybe you've been trying and trying and trying and trying to get something to work, but it's not working. And so I almost feel like you might have to change your approach or change the way that you are going about something here in order to overcome this. And it might not necessarily be comfortable, is what I'm getting, because I almost feel like the reason you've been banging your head against walls is because you want it to work a certain way. Yeah, it's making me think of like fixed energy, right? Obviously, as you being an Aquarius energy or having Aquarius in your chart, or being, sun or rising Aquarius, however it's fitting for you, that's a fixed energy, right? So it's like you've been maybe really trying to like get something to work a very specific way, and I almost feel like it's not working, and it's like changing up your approach. So not that you need to change where you're trying to go, but it's more of like changing how you're going to get there, if that makes any sense. So I just feel like, I also feel too with this wall energy, it's like there's this small little window of light here, right? So it's almost like you may have to be very strategic, or there's a sense of like being very strategic, or like there's a very small window of opportunity here to overcome this. You may also have a window of opportunity to help you get through this, but you have to be open to doing something different here, if that makes sense. Like you have to, it's like there's an opportunity here that provides you a way out of this or a way over this. But you have to be open to that. So you have to be willing to try kind of like new things in that respect. Let's look at the tarot. We have, Four of Cups here. We have the Three of Cups. Yeah, this is almost like ignoring the opportunity, like wanting to do something again, like a very specific way or the way you've always done things. And because maybe it's provided you a sense of celebration, success before, right? Happiness, it's worked in the past, basically. And I almost feel like it's not working right now. And so needing to be open to the different way of doing things. Look at that. We have the Five of Cups. We have the Eight of Pentacles, and we have the Seven of Wands. Yeah, it's like not wanting to change your approach here. But again, I'm getting with this Eight of Pentacles, Five of Cups, it's like the way you've been doing things isn't working, and needing to kind of take a look at that. It's interesting because there's the Three of Cups here, but the Three of Cups kind of talks about, it's the past energy when it comes to the Four and the Five of Cups, right? The Four of Cups is saying like, hey, try it this way. But it's like still this person is fixated on the Three Cups, right? Not even paying attention to that opportunity around them, right? Wanting to maintain this way of doing things because it's worked in, I feel like it's worked in the past. I feel like that is kind of the energy around it. Now you got Two Cups. So I feel like you have a lot of different ways that you can kind of get through this, but you have to be open to those things. And some of you may as well just need to kind of like pay attention. Like you might not even be realizing that these opportunities are around you to help you get through these. The Eight of Pentacles is a card of detail, right? Maybe needing to pay attention to like the details or the things around you that can help you work through this, help you get through this. But there is a sense of resistance here at the Seven of Wands. I do feel like you're very motivated though to work through this. Like you are definitely not wanting to sit in the challenge, right? Seven of Wands is a card of kind of defending oneself. And so you're not letting this situation like take you down by any means. And you're working probably very hard at overcoming or trying to overcome this obstacle here, but there is disappointment and there's this dissatisfaction of the way that things have been going. And it's interesting kind of even how these cards came out with like the Three of Cups being in the center, where it's almost like, again, this is kind of the focus, but on the either side, there's disappointment, there's dissatisfaction, there's not this sense of fulfillment. Even though both cards are looking at these Three Cups and going like, what the heck? Why do I not feel like this is working the way that I want it to work? Okay. This could even be in relationships and stuff as well. You could be around a group of people that at one point it was fulfilling, or you thought it was going to be fulfilling and it's been disappointing. This could even be in your work environment. Okay. And so you might need to make changes when it comes to the people that you're around, or how you're going about your work or your day-to-day, or how you connect with these people. Some of you have kind of isolated yourself a little bit from these people, possibly focusing more on your work here. But I do feel like being open to changes, however they kind of show up, is important. So being open to these other opportunities, maybe other people, okay, getting to know new people, if it's with regards to people. But others of you, this feels like a challenge that you're going through. Mainly what I was getting was like a challenge that you're going through on a personal level. So your final card here, we have the Book. This talks about like knowledge and information. Yeah, again, it's like learning a new way, or being open to looking at something, or learning working on something in a different aspect, it's like looking for other solutions is kind of what I'm getting. I feel like some of you might have to go searching for this, or like your adjustment might not be easy in the sense that it's a new way of doing something. So it's something you have to kind of learn. Okay. But it's going to require effort with the Eight of Pentacles and like tedious work in that sense, like, and putting a lot of consistent effort into it. I don't feel like this is necessarily like even if it's an opportunity that comes towards you that helps you out of this situation, you're still gonna have to like navigate it. It's not just like quick and easy. And maybe that's why you've been hoping that this other way of doing things, the way you've done things before in the past, would work, because it was easier. It feels like you don't really want to try the harder thing or the different thing. And so, I mean, you don't have to ever try anything. It's totally up to you. But it's like if you keep, again, like banging your head against a wall and it's not working, then it's like looking at why is that not working, right? And that could also be this Eight of Pentacles in the book. It's like, why is this not working? Why is this not getting me to where I'm trying to go? This used to work. Why is it not working now? And it could just be a very small little change, but having to look a little bit deeper at what's going on here and like why it's holding you back, or why you can't seem to like overcome this hurdle or this obstacle here. So also I feel like looking for people who can support you, people who can educate you or show you how to do something. If you're noticing that you're feeling kind of restricted, that can be beneficial here for you as well too. So let's get a final little affirmation here for you, pile 2 Aquarians. Final affirmation for them. What do they need to hear? Pile 2. We have me. I allow serenity to reign in me. The love I have for myself invites harmony to settle within my being. I listen to, honor, and strive to fulfill the needs of my soul. So what is it that you need right now? Pile 2. And what is it that resonates with you the most? I think it's also paying attention to like something's not serving you right now, or something's not feeling, with the 4 of Cups, the 5 of Cups, not feeling good about where things are at. And so needing to kind of like listen to that. I do feel called to also show you the bottom of the deck. We have courage. It says, I am stronger than fear and bigger than doubt. I am light and I remain light. I trust in God and stand tall before the tests of life. I grow and become wiser through every challenge. I am a being of new life. So that is what I have for you, pile 2. Hopefully that resonates. Let me know down below. If not, you can check out any of the piles or a different Aquarius reading on my channel. But I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching, liking, subscribing, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. Hi, pile number 3 Aquarians. Welcome. If you chose this pile, you chose this apophyllite crystal. It's going to be your reading for kind of whatever you need to hear right now. We're going to go through the oracles here first to start. You guys got a bunch of these ones. And then we're going to go through tarot and finish off with some more oracles. So pile 3, we have expect powerful change, new moon eclipse. Okay. We also have hollow bone with teachability, number 28. It's weird. I was thinking of the number 26, so I'm not sure if that's significant. We also have number 9, dances on one foot, balancing act. And we have wailing tree, reconciliations, number 59. Okay, interesting. I feel like this is about learning from your past. I almost feel like you're on the brink of a big change here. I think you've been learning a lot of lessons with this teachability, and then there's this reconciliation, and then in the middle we've got this balancing act. It's almost like giving me 2 of Pentacles, where it's like back and forth, back and forth. And with this expect powerful change, there's this sense of like you on the brink of something new. Now you could also be or just a big change. It doesn't even have to be like new, but it could just be a change in something. I almost feel like you could have multiple things on the go as well. Like you might have things from your past as well as things, like newer things coming into your life as well. Like there could be this sense of like having, like balancing out a lot of different responsibilities, or like you could be like kind of like learning how to do this. I also just feel like in general, you've just been like learning a lot of lessons when it comes to where you want to go, what you want to have, where you want to be, all those types of things. Yeah, I just feel like there's a sense of like balancing things out, or like juggling a lot of things. And like learning how to do that. So I don't know if it's something with like responsibilities, or again, maybe you've got like something that you already have and is a part of you and what you do and how you live your life. And then there's like new things coming in. And then so it's like having to kind of like juggle out all those things and make things work. But it is bringing in a quick and like sudden change with that eclipse energy. Like that's a big quick change. And it can feel that way, like kind of in the moment. But let's see. Well, we have the Ace of Cups. We also have the Ace of Swords. We have the Queen of Wands. We have the Page of Wands, and we have the King of Wands. Okay, this is interesting. I do feel there's communication of some sort here. Definitely, I feel like so there definitely can be new love, a new connection of some sort when it comes to you and another individual. They could be a fire sign you're dealing with. There's passion, there's chemistry here. Now, for some of you, this is like, I do feel like it's a new person with all this fresh energy, 2 aces, a Page of Wands. Okay, it does feel like there's this new energy. But I almost feel like you've known them before, or they feel familiar, or maybe you know them, but you haven't ever like had a relationship with them. For some of you, this new relationship coming in is what you're kind of having to balance out here. So you could be balancing out like love and work, right? Work and play kind of thing, right? So you could have, and especially too, you could have like possibly maybe like a new contract as well as new love kind of thing, right? But I do feel like there's like feelings that are being expressed here between you and an individual. Now, if you're not looking for love, this might just not be your pile, because I am heavily seeing love, and I kind of feel like it comes in unexpectedly here. I feel like you're going to learn a lot from this person. There could be a child somehow involved here as well, potentially. They may have a child, okay? You also may, this might sound weird, but you may meet this person through the child. So that could be like children's sports or school, right, with teachability here. You could also, like anything like child related in that sense, you could also end up having a child with this person as well. But I do feel like there's something about having to kind of like navigate this. It's kind of new, it's different, it's not, it's a big change in your life. And so it's kind of just new territory in that sense. It could be a big change too, just because they're a new person and you're having to get to know them and understand them. And especially if they have children, that sort of thing like that, obviously then just adds another layer onto things of just getting to know each other and navigating those types of things, right? But I do feel like this is someone you're going to feel very comfortable with. You're both going to teach each other a lot of things. And they could be kind of teaching you balance, or you teaching them balance as well, like kind of how to work through this energy. But there is like a big change here when it comes to, I almost feel like your relationship status in some way. Now, for some of you, if you're already in a relationship, this could be pregnancy. Like this could be news of a pregnancy. This could be news of children somehow. Okay. For some reason, what came to me too is like adoption. So that will be very specific, obviously. Yeah, this is like very heavily a relationship pile. So if this is not what it is that you're looking for, or a message that you're looking for, definitely check out the other two. They were both very different. Or just a different Aquarius reading. Let's see what your final card here is. We have the Ship. So I just feel like this is movement. This is like you moving forward with this connection. Or this even coming towards you. So like some of you haven't met this person yet, or you haven't, this is going to become very clear to you. It's going to become very obvious, in your face type of energy. And some of you might have like an epiphany about how you feel around someone as well, or someone may have an epiphany about you. But I do feel like there's travel, there's movement then, with whatever this initiation of the Page of Wands, this communication of the Ace of Swords, Ace of Cups, like this initiation of this expression of emotions and how someone feels, and starting a new path. So there's progress, there's a new journey, there's travel. You could literally be traveling with this person, but there's like travel in the sense of movement forward in this situation. Some of you could be getting back together with a person, but I don't really see it as, it feels like a positive new beginning here. A big shift in the energy, a big shift in your life as well. Like it's not so much like, oh, it's just a new person. It's like this really kind of creates a lot of changes in like your daily dynamics and how you move about your day now. So it just kind of changes everything. It influences everything, right? And so that's where I feel like this balancing act is coming in, because it's like you having to navigate these changes and kind of making it all work. And it might feel a little bit awkward and uncomfortable kind of to start, just because it's unfamiliar territory, but it doesn't mean it's bad. It's just kind of getting used to like the new normal in that sense. So let's get a final affirmation here for you, pile 3 Aquarians. Pile 3 Aquarians. Oh, we got 2. Some of you have fire in your chart, okay? Or again, you're dealing with a fire sign. We got 2 red energies, and we have the shining light for the first one. It says, my desire to improve myself transforms fear into strength. I raise my thoughts above doubt and find faith in the goodness of the universe. I love and accept myself as a soul, and I discover the light that dwells within me. Some of you have Leo in your chart. I also have affirmation. I listen to myself and acknowledge my needs. I assert myself and retain my power. I am brave and gentle. I don't have to be afraid of others. I respect myself and am respected by others. Yeah, I feel like this is a really like healthy, balanced relationship. I think you both are going to teach each other a lot of things. There's definitely a strong passion and desire here between the two of you. We also have I am light at the bottom of the deck. I always have hope no matter the ordeal. I have faith in a better future. I turn darkness into light. I open my heart to others and to God, and I am spiritually strong. I draw light to me and shine with all my being. So yeah, there's kind of this new, fresh energy here. And I just feel like you're kind of stepping into this like new experience for yourself that you're going to learn a lot in, and it's going to be really beneficial here for you as well. So that is what I have for you, pile 3. Hopefully that resonates. Let me know down below. If not, you can check out any of the other piles like I mentioned before, or a different reading for Aquarius, if that is the sign that you're obviously here for, on my channel. But thank you so much for watching, liking, subscribing, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.